Welcome to English Mouth. This channel helps you improve your English naturally through slow and easy listening. Just relax, listen every day, and let English become part of your life. Today's English is all about job interviews. Listen carefully, repeat if you'd like, and practice speaking naturally. Let's begin.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm excited to be here. I've been working in project management for over 10 years, mainly in the technology industry. During my career, I've led cross-functional teams across engineering, product, design, and operations. Most of my work has focused on delivering complex software projects in fast-paced environments. I enjoy bringing people together, solving problems, and helping teams achieve ambitious goals. One thing I enjoy most about project management is turning uncertainty into a clear plan. I believe successful projects are built on communication, trust, and accountability. Over the past few years, I've managed multiple projects at the same time while working with stakeholders across different time zones. I've led both agile and hybrid projects, depending on the team's needs and the business objectives. I'm comfortable working with executives as well as technical teams. One of my biggest strengths is keeping everyone aligned, even when priorities change. I like to communicate early, clearly, and honestly. When unexpected issues come up, I focus on finding solutions instead of assigning blame. One project I'm especially proud of involved launching a new customer platform. The project had a very aggressive timeline and several technical challenges. At the beginning, different teams had different priorities. I organized regular planning sessions and created a shared roadmap so everyone understood the goals. We identified the critical path and removed unnecessary dependencies. Whenever risks appeared, we discussed them immediately instead of waiting until they became bigger problems. The project was delivered on schedule, and customer satisfaction improved significantly after launch. That experience reinforced the importance of transparency and collaboration. As a leader, I believe my role is to help the team succeed. I enjoy coaching team members and creating an environment where people feel comfortable sharing ideas. Everyone has different strengths, and I try to help people do their best work. I also believe in continuous improvement. After every major project, I like to hold a retrospective. We discuss what worked well, what didn't, and what we can improve next time. Small improvements over time create better teams and better results. People often describe me as calm under pressure. Even during difficult situations, I try to remain focused and positive. When deadlines become tight, I prioritize the most important work first. I communicate realistic expectations instead of making promises I can't keep. If a project is at risk, I prefer raising the issue early so we can solve it together. One challenge I faced was managing a project where requirements changed frequently. Instead of resisting the changes, I worked closely with stakeholders to prioritize features based on business value. We adjusted the roadmap while protecting the overall project timeline. That experience taught me that flexibility is just as important as planning. Technology changes quickly, so learning never stops. I regularly learn about new project management practices, AI tools, and productivity techniques. I'm always looking for ways to help teams work more efficiently. What attracted me to your company is your focus on innovation. I enjoy working in environments where people are encouraged to experiment and improve. From what I've learned about your company, collaboration and customer impact are highly valued. Those values match the way I like to work. I'm looking for a role where I can lead meaningful projects while continuing to grow as a leader. I believe my experience managing complex programs and leading cross-functional teams would allow me to contribute quickly. If I join your company, my first priority would be understanding the business, building strong relationships, and earning the team's trust. From there, I'd focus on delivering projects that create measurable value for customers and the business. Before we finish, I'd love to ask a few questions. How do you measure success for this role during the first 6 months? What are the biggest challenges the team is currently facing? How would you describe the company's culture? What qualities have made previous project managers successful here? Thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you. I enjoyed learning more about the role and your company. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I've been working in digital marketing for the past 7 years, with most of my experience focused on social media strategy and content marketing. Throughout my career, I've worked with startups as well as established technology companies. I enjoy finding creative ways to connect brands with their audiences. What I love most about social media is that it's always changing. There's always a new platform, a new trend, or a new way to tell a story. That keeps the work exciting. Over the past few years, I've managed campaigns across YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and X. I've created content strategies, managed content calendars, and worked closely with designers, video editors, and copywriters. I also collaborate regularly with product sales and customer success teams. I believe great marketing starts with understanding the customer. Before creating content, I always ask one question: what problem are we solving for our audience? Once we understand that, creating valuable content becomes much easier. One campaign I'm especially proud of was a product launch for a new AI productivity tool. Instead of focusing only on product features, we built the campaign around real customer problems. We created short educational videos, customer success stories, behind-the-scenes content, and live product demos. We also partnered with several creators in the productivity space. The campaign generated over 3 million organic impressions in 6 weeks. More importantly, free trial signups increased by 40% compared to our previous launch. That experience taught me that authenticity usually performs better than overly polished advertising. People don't want to feel like they're being sold to. They want content that's useful, entertaining, or inspiring. When it comes to social media, I pay close attention to data. I regularly track engagement rate, watch time, click-through rate, conversions, audience retention, and follower growth. But I don't chase vanity metrics. A viral post is exciting, but if it doesn't support the business goals, it isn't truly successful. I always connect marketing performance back to business impact. Another part of my role is staying on top of trends. Every morning, I spend time reviewing platform updates, creator content, and industry news. I don't believe every trend is worth following. Instead, I evaluate whether it fits the brand and whether it adds value to our audience. I've also managed influencer partnerships. When selecting creators, I care more about audience trust than follower count. Sometimes a smaller creator with a highly engaged community delivers much better results than a celebrity influencer. One challenge I faced was rebuilding a social media strategy after engagement dropped significantly. Instead of posting more often, we analyzed audience behavior. We discovered that our content was too promotional. So we shifted toward educational videos, customer stories, and behind-the-scenes content. Within 3 months, engagement nearly doubled. That experience reminded me that listening to your audience is more important than guessing what they want. As a manager, I enjoy helping people grow. I believe the best ideas can come from anyone on the team. I encourage open discussions and create an environment where people feel comfortable experimenting with new ideas. Marketing requires creativity, but it also requires discipline. Having clear goals, a structured workflow, and regular communication helps creative teams perform at their best. What excites me most about your company is the opportunity to build a global brand. I've been following your products for a while, and I really admire how quickly you're innovating. I believe technology companies have incredible opportunities to educate customers through content. Instead of simply promoting products, we can build communities around them. If I joined your team, my first priority would be understanding your customers. I'd review existing content performance, study audience behavior, and meet with stakeholders across different departments. From there, I'd develop a content strategy that supports both brand awareness and business growth. I believe the best social media marketing doesn't interrupt people. It gives them something worth watching, sharing, and talking about. Before we finish, I'd love to ask a few questions. What are the biggest marketing priorities for the team this year? Which social media platform has the greatest growth potential for your company? How do you measure success for this role after the first 6 months? What qualities have helped previous team members succeed here? Thank you very much for your time today. I really enjoyed our conversation. I appreciate the opportunity to interview with your team. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a wonderful day.
That's all for today's English listening and speaking practice. If you enjoyed today's session, don't forget to subscribe to English Mouth for more slow and natural English every week. Keep listening, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next episode.